Hi, my name is Aluchi Anuha. I am the Vice President of Monetization at Iroko Partners. I work for Iroko Partners, and you are watching AFK Insider. My job essentially is the strategic direction of the company's products, and that, I guess that's kind of vague. So the primary part is to make sure that our customer acquisition and our customer retention is optimized at all times. So it's very all-inclusive, but it's a management position of the product that we sell. I'm moving into a position with more responsibility, so it's going to just be focused on the monetization of the company as a whole in a vice presidential role, which will include overseeing the business development, product management, and liaising with the technology team and the marketing team to really focus on monetizing the company, which is acquiring revenue, basically. In business in general, I'd say at this moment in time, the most consistent issues we have to deal with are product-based. And that really is to do with technology. So, in the technology landscape, new technologies evolve all the time, so you always have to keep up to pace with how you're distributing content online, what kind of payment platforms you're using to allow people to access your site. So it's not essentially business, but the most consistent things I have to deal with are more product management focused, in a sense, and that is, contacting third parties that provide these services that we can use to optimize our revenue, and that ranges from getting payment platforms, for example, something like PayPal, right? They might release a new product once every 4 months, and we need to keep on top of installing that so that our customers have access to the easiest methods of actually using our website. And, in terms of the actual performance of a video player, it's important that we're always on top of that technology. So if something comes out that might work better than what we currently have, we can install it very quickly and we can provide the best quality to our customers. But we're constantly working on improving the product, constantly testing it, making sure that customers come to the site and they're happy and that they can discover the content they want to discover and that they can access it the best way the best way they want to. For me, personally, I'm very focused on kind of promoting the cultural aspect of our site. Especially when you leave Africa, it's very hard to kind of get access to the content that tells you what are the current themes, or what are the current issues, or what are the current types of characters that are populating Africa at the moment. It's not visible from across the ocean. And I think what our site does very well is give almost up to 6,000 movies which have a wide range of views on the African continent. And these basically act as an example, a cultural example of what it is now to be in Africa. Obviously there's a wide range of genres and a wide range of types of movies, but when you break it all down, sometimes for a lot of people here, that's the most accurate thing they can see. And I think that gives a lot of cultural power to the content that we have. And I very much think it's important that we explore that on an educational level, kind of take that to a grassroots, to schools and to people who are interested in the cultural aspects, so that they can kind of see and form their own opinions of what it is like, instead of having those misguided notions that people sometimes have of Africa, which can be incredibly dated. And the one thing that our content does very well is paint an image of what it is, or give examples of what the current state is, or what the current culture is. It not only enables a lot of people to kind of revert back to what they experienced when they were there before and reconnect with where they're from, but it allows people who have no experience of the culture or the place to kind of form their own opinions based on something a little bit closer to the truth than misguided notions of what they hear, as hearsay, or what they read in random articles. So I think if we really focus on disseminating the product in places of more academic discourse or academic direction, that can really help towards projecting not only the actual culture of Africa, but the industry of African cinema as well. I think the more that improves and the more people see it in a setting where they're really focusing on what value it brings technically and what value it brings as an economic industry, the better it will get.